A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+. English, because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. Hello and welcome to A+. I'm Reese.
And I'm Laura. 我是跟你最有默契的。你看我们都还穿一样的 white top. Oh my god.
We should just spend our lives together.
Oh my god, yes we should.
Well, if we're going to spend our lives together, we might need an additional member of the family.
We do.
To make our lives even better.
Oh.
I'm not talking about children.
No.
I'm talking about pets.
Oh, I love pets. 我好喜欢宠物哦。
I think our regular viewers know by now that I'm also pretty obsessed with animals, especially kitty cats.
Yes, he's a cat lover. I think I'm more of a dog person though.
Yeah. Most people are either cat or dog people.
Yes.
Well, today's article is called How to Adopt a Pet. We'll talk a bit more about what the word adopt means later.
Oh, okay.
But first, a warm-up question for you, Laura. Which kind of pet would you like to have and why?
Okay, well, 其实呢，我真的有认真想过这个问题。我其实 I'm more of a dog person，可是我觉得如果真的想要养一个动物 ，you have to be very responsible。所以我觉得 cats are probably easier to take care of. 我觉得猫咪好像 because I have lots of friends, including Reese, my best friend in the whole wide world. 就有一只猫咯，然后我另外一个朋友他也是有一只猫 and they're so cute and they're so 很乖 so I think I do want to get a cat, to be honest.
They're very easy to look after, and if you're a person who doesn't have much time, then a cat is perfect because they do pretty well being left alone for longer periods of time. Whereas dogs require you to walk them twice a day and they need exercise and entertaining.
Right.
It can take a lot of time and energy.
And I don't have that much time.
Well,
okay.
you can come over and play with Ponyo if you don't have time for your own.
And the cat feels like it's a dog, right?
It does.
对啊，你的猫咪觉得它是只狗。
It's just like a mini dog.
好可爱。
You guys can think about this question too. Which kind of pet would you like to have and why? Well, let's get into today's article and talk about a responsible way to find a pet for your home.
How to adopt a pet. Warm-up question. Which kind of pet would you like to have? Why?
It's great to have a cat or dog at home. Let's look at some ways to adopt a pet. Public animal shelters. The National Animal Shelter Management System website has information about animal shelters around Taiwan. You need to be at least 20 years old to adopt a pet from your local shelter. First, you'll meet the animals and choose one. The animal will then get a health exam. The shelter will check your ID and you'll sign some papers. You'll need to get a rabies vaccine and microchip for your new pet. This might be free or cost less than 500 NT dollars. It depends on the shelter. Last, you can take your new pet home.
Word power. Choose. Choose. Choose, chose, chosen. In the morning, I wake up and choose some clothes to wear. In the morning, I wake up and choose some clothes to wear. Exam. Exam. George went to the doctor for an exam. The doctor says he is very healthy. George went to the doctor for an exam. The doctor says he is very healthy. Sign. Sign. Can you sign here, please? I need you to show that you agree with this. Can you sign here, please? I need you to show that you agree with this. Depend on. Depend on. Maybe I will go to the beach today. It depends on the weather. Maybe I will go to the beach today. It depends on the weather.
认识字汇
Adopt. Adopt. Shelter. Shelter. Website. Website. Rabies vaccine. Rabies vaccine. Microchip. Microchip.
So today's article begins by saying that it's great to have a cat or dog at home. Let's look at some ways to adopt a pet. Okay, so the word adopt we saw in the title of the article. Adopt is a verb, and to adopt something means to legally become the parent or owner of that thing. We often use this word to talk about children or pets. If a child has no parents, a person can adopt that child and become their legal parents, although this process is quite long and difficult.
It sure can be. 好啦，一开始我们就来看到就是文章提到在家有一只狗啦，或是一只猫咪，很棒哦。那我们来接下来就要看一些方法，怎么样要领养小宠物哦。首先，领养啊，或者是收养，不论是在提小朋友啦，或者是宠物，我们都要用到这个动词 adopt.
I have a friend who was adopted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't know his real birth parents, but he was adopted when he was a baby. And now that he's older, he's kind of interested in finding who his real parents were, although it's a difficult process.
That's right.
We had another word to talk about here. What's coming up in the article. The article continues with public animal shelters.
Oh, that's where we can adopt an animal or a pet.
That's where you can find animals. And the word shelter is a noun, and a shelter is a structure, like a building or a home, that is designed to protect the things inside from the outside world.
Yeah.
In this context specifically, the animal shelter is like a home for animals who don't have owners. So it's a place that they can live safely until somebody adopts them.
OK， 所以第一个呢，我们要怎么样？如果我们想要收养这个宠物的时候呢，我们或许可以来到这个地方，就是公立动物收容所。其中提到的 shelter 这个字，没错，它就是收容所，是这个名词哦。
I would love to volunteer at an animal shelter.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, I think most big cities have animal shelters, and they always need people to help clean and look after the animals.
That's so sweet of you.
Let's go.
OK.
All right, back to the article. The National Animal Shelter Management System website has information about animal shelters around Taiwan. Well, that's great. There is a place you can find out more information about animal shelters, this website. Website is a noun, and a website is a place on the internet. Facebook is a website, and so is YouTube.
OK， 我们来看一下哦。接着他提到说，这个所谓的全国动物收容这个系统呢，这个网站有关于全台湾动物收容所的资讯。所以，如果你们想要就是 find out more information， 想要知道更多有关怎么样去领养，你们就可以上它的网站，也就是 website 这个字哦，就是网址网站。
Okay, back to the article. It continues with, you need to be at least 20 years old to adopt a pet from your local shelter. I think that's a good age.
OK， 所以当然咯，像是因为你们现在可能还比较小哦，你必须要几岁呢？要至少20岁呢，才可以从你当地的收容所就是领养宠物。那这里我们提到至少，就是通常我们后面可能会接一个数字哦，像是 at least 10 years old 就至少10岁，那至少就是 at least 起码。
Yeah, I think 20 years old, by that age, you're more responsible.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Exactly. If we let a 10-year-old adopt animals, they'd probably go adopting all the dogs in the city and then not be able to look after them.
No. Maybe their moms and dads will probably take care of the animals.
Exactly. Well, back to the article, it says, first, you'll meet the animals and choose one.
Oh,
that
that's
sounds
so
so
cute. 对啊，我也好喜欢这。接下来我们就来看到这个流程。他说，首先你会先看到就是小动物，然后哇，因为有很多嘛，所以从中选一个。那这里我们就提到我们今天 Magic Box 要教大家的哦，就是表示时间顺序的转折词，像是 first, next 之类的。Let's check out our Magic
Magic Box。
哦，太完美了，这就是我想要的啊！库伊拉，我现在啊真的很兴奋。还记得上次我说想要带走狗狗的一个缜密计划吗？终于 ，I have the perfect plan， 完美的流程，天衣无缝。大家快来听听看，而且呢，顺便看看我是怎么用时间顺序的英文来叙述这完美的计划吧。No one can stop me this time. Okay, first I will hide near their house. 首先呢，我要找个地方，我会躲在他家附近。当然，首先呢，你也可以用 first of all to begin with。再来呢，等到他们出门呢，我就溜进去了。Then I will sneak in when they go out. Then 在这边呢，表示接下来。那如果是第二件要做的事情，你当然也可以用 second， 或者呢，表达接下来也是有很多种不同的说法哦，像是 next, later, after that. Okay, next.I'll find the dogs and put them in a big cage. 接着呢，当然就是要找到狗狗们，并把它们都装进一个大笼子里面。Meanwhile, if I see anyone in the room, I'll tie them up. 同时啊，如果这时候我发现了房内有人，没关系，我就把他们给绑起来。时间啊，除了先后顺序，也有同一个时刻嘛。除了 meanwhile， 当然你也可以用 at the same time, in the meantime 这样子来表示哦。好的 ，After that, I'll call my assistant to pick us up. 在那之后呢，我就会打给我的助理，叫他们来载我们啦。这时候啊，这个时间呢，一定要搭配得非常的好哦。Last.I will write a big Cruella on the wall so they know I've been here. 最后呢，当然我会在墙上啊写着大大的库伊拉3个字，这样子啊他们就知道我来过喽。拜托，我可是没有在怕的好吗？我就是要让他们知道我在这边，我来过这边。Last 表示最后，相同意思的字啊，还有像是 finally、in the end 这些啊，都可以替换使用哦。大家你们说，这计划真的是不是前所未有、无懈可击呢？我相信啊，这次一定能成功带走那些即将成为我衣服一部分的狗狗喽！你们呢，还不赶快把表示时间顺序的转折词给学起来啊！好好运用的话，你们呢也能跟完美的库伊拉一样，有完美的安排所有的事情哦。
Thank you very much, Magic Box. Excellent as always. Before we move on with the article, there was another word to look at. It was the word choose.
没错，现在我们就来看一下 choose 这个字要怎么用。我们来看一下 choose 这个动词，就是选择、挑选。不过要注意一下它的动词三态的变化 ：choose、chose、chosen。像是啊，我每次要买这个 lipstick， 就是口红的时候，我就有选择障碍，我就可能会一直问我朋友 ，Which color lipstick should I choose？ 那如果你跟 Laura 一样，也是无法怎么样，两者做决定，你常常可能就会提到 I can't choose between A and B， 像是 I can't choose between the steak and the fish， 就是我不能决定我到底要选这个还是选这个。有时候呢，如果你不会选择，你就可以丢给对方说，I don't mind which one we have, you choose。我不介意我们要选哪一个，你来做决定就好了。那 choose 的名词就是 choice, C-H-O-I-C-E， 就是选项。我们来看一下这个例句。In the morning, I wake up and choose some clothes to wear. 早上我起床并挑选一些衣服来穿。
So, as Laura explained, choose is a verb and it means to pick something. If you have many different options, you should choose the one that you like best.
Yes.
Yep, and the noun form is choice. When you're able to choose, you have a choice.
Yay.
Well, back to the article. It says that the animal will then get a health exam.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Very important.
所以这很重要。接下来这个动物呢，就会或是你选的宠物呢，接着就会做一个身体的健康检验哦。不过这里呢，我们先要停一下，因为要看第二个 word power word。这里的 exam 注意哦，不是你们学校的 final exam， 就是考试的意思啦。这里提到的 exam 就是指体检，它是个名词哦。比方像是如果你要做眼睛检查 ，it's called an eye test。或是刚刚有提到的 health exam 就是健康检查。那其实 exam 是 examination 的比较简单的简说的方法哦。那我们来看一下整句的用法。George went to the doctor for an exam. The doctor says he is very healthy. George 去看医生做这个体检，医生说哇，他非常健康哦。
So, as Laura explained, exam can mean test sometimes, like a test that you take in school. But in this context, the word exam is talking about a process that checks the health or state of something.
That's right.
The verb form is examine. To examine something means to look very, very carefully at something. Well, back to the article now, and it says that the shelter will check your ID and you'll sign some papers. Okay, that sounds like a good process to go through.
Very formal, very official.
I think it's necessary.
Of course.
You don't want to just let anybody adopt an animal.
And then probably not take care of it, and you don't know who's supposed to be responsible.
Exactly. So one thing you must have to adopt a pet is an ID. ID is short for identification.
Yes.
Oh, it's a long word, so we make it shorter and easier to say. Your ID is a small card or piece of paper that has your name, age, and other personal details on it. An ID card is usually a legal document, like a health insurance card or your passport.
OK， 我们来看一下，接下来它是个收容所，他们还会做什么事情呢？他们还会检查你的身份证，然后呢，你就需要签一些文件。那这个 ID 就是刚刚 Reese 有提到，哇，它的正式的说法是 identification， 是不是觉得超长的？好险，你们只需要学 ID， 就是身份证件。OK， 不过这里我们刚刚有提到 sign 这个字，这也是我们的 word power word。本课的 sign 是当作动词来用，就是在文件上签名。比方像是如果你要填一些文件，可能呢就会有服务人员跟你说 Can you sign your name in the box here？ 可能有时候要签什么名，一定要在这个框框里面签哦。你可以在这边签吗？那像是我呢，我都很想要到明星的签名 ，OK？ 那这里有一个特别的名称，就是 autograph。所以如果我看到玄彬本人 ，my husband， 我就会说 Can you please sign your autograph here？ 就是可能 on me on my shirt。OK， 好啦。再来就是，如果你要讲普通的签名，那个叫做 signature。像是我的 signature， 我的签名超好看，所以下次看到我可以跟我要签名照，谢谢。好啦，我们来看一下例句哦。Can you sign here, please? I need you to show that you agree with this. 可以请你在这里签名吗？我需要你对此表示同意哦。
So this version of sign is a verb, and it means to use a pen to write your name on an official document.
Yes.
Usually when we sign something, we write our signature.
Right.
Which is a special, often kind of crazy way.
I do it super cute.
Yeah, mine is like, if you read my signature, you cannot necessarily see that it's my name. But the reason that we do that is because it's difficult for other people to copy your signature.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Though nowadays, signatures are being used less and less often. I think there are other safer ways of securing a document.
That's right.
Okay, back to the article. You'll need to get a rabies vaccine and microchip for your new pet. Okay, a lot of words to talk about here, and they're all about safety.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this word rabies. Ooh, scary. Rabies is a very dangerous disease that you can get by being bitten by animals, although it's very, very, very rare.
Okay.
Rabies is so dangerous that it will definitely kill you if you don't get treated. And this next word, vaccine. A vaccine is an injection that can protect you from a disease. So, a rabies vaccine is an injection that protects you from rabies. It's a very good thing to have.
I know.
Finally, we have the word microchip. A microchip is a tiny, tiny piece of technology that you can put inside an animal to keep track of where it is. Micro means tiny, and a chip is like a tiny computer. Nowadays, most people put microchips in their pets. That way, if your pet runs away or gets lost, you can find them easily.
So convenient. 好，接着就提到说你必须要怎么样打狂犬病疫苗，以及给你的宠物植入一个晶片哦。这里其实提到很多专有名词，不过其实很重要，如果你要领养小动物的话。Rabies vaccine 就是狂犬病疫苗，而 microchip 其实就是晶片，因为 micro 有微小这样的意思，所以它很小一片。Does 朋友 have it?
She does, yeah. When I moved her from China to Taiwan, I had to get her microchipped. So if she ever gets lost, I'll be able to find her.
Okay, 朋友是他的猫啊。
My beautiful, beautiful cat. Well, I wonder if in the future, do you think parents will start to microchip their children?
Well, I watched that on Black Mirror, like, you know, 就是有一个英国的剧，它就是类似讲到未来可能有没有可能小朋友也会植晶片 You never know.
That's a scary future.
Technology.
Okay, back to the article. It talks about the microchip and vaccine process. It says this might be free or cost less than $500 NT dollars. It depends on the shelter.
That doesn't sound too bad.
That's
okay?
pretty cheap.
对啊，其实还蛮方便。这可能有时候可能是免费的啦 ，free， 或者是费用低于500元，要看你的这个收容所那边决定费用。不过这里我们看到另外一个片语就是 depend on， 也就是我们的 word powered。Depend on 这个片语就是取决于或是决定于什么什么。比方呢，如果要选一间房租比较低的房子，the price of the rent depends on the location。就是对啊，我觉得台北市真的全部都蛮贵。或者呢，刚刚我姐打电话来问我说，Laura 你要不要去吃日本料理？我就这么回她哦。It depends on the cost， 因为如果很贵的话，我可能不想去，所以要看这个有多贵。这句话是这样的意思。好啦，我们来看一下另外一个例子。Maybe I will go to the beach today. It depends on the weather. 或许我今天会去海边，这取决于天气。
So the verb phrase depend on means to be determined or decided by something. Sounds very complicated.
I know.
If thing A depends on thing B, that means thing B will be able to influence or change or control thing A. So, will we go to the park this Saturday? That depends on the weather. Here, thing A is going to the park, and thing B is the weather. So, the weather, thing B, will change, control, or influence if we go to the park, which is thing A. Okay, back to the article. Last, you can take your new pet home.
Woohoo! Finally, last 最后呢，你就可以带着你的宠物回家咯。听起来我觉得 I think I would do something like that if I want to adopt an animal.
Yeah, I would encourage anybody that wants a
对，
pet
没错。
to adopt one because there are so many animals that already exist that need homes. We don't need to bring new animals into the world right now.
That's
well,
right.
at least not cats and dogs. We would like more pandas and tigers, please, though.
OK， 好哦。
All right, well, that's the end of today's article. Let's go to our review time activity.
Review
Okay, so reviewing some of our vocabulary words today, we're playing a classic game that helps with spelling. What game are we playing, Laura?
Hangman 吊死鬼，可是我不想被吊死。
All right, I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
But today, to make it a little more difficult, we're doing 2 words at one
一次
time.
猜2个。
But I think you'll be fine.
I know， 因为我每次都会猜得非常快，所以应该这边也 OK 吧。
And these are both words from today's article, so why don't you give me a letter?
A，
A.
通常都是 A-E-I-O-U 开始啊
There
，the
is
vowels。
there's an A in one of those words.
OK， E。
E.
Just gonna go for it， 我全部都猜完好了。
There's an E in that word too.
Is there an I？
There's an I in
天哪，
the
我目
next
前都没有被吊
word.
死哎。
Vowels are always good guesses.
O。
O, that's not a good vowel today. We're not having an O.
U。
No, no U as well. You've gotten through all
OK，
of
那
the
我要猜很
vowels.
怪的 X。
X?
对啊。
There aren't many words with X in them.
真的吗？
But this word has an X.
天哪！
Okay.
其实我已经知道这个字，我只是故意，你知道吗？给你们提示，你们有猜到吗？就是 exam。
The first word is exam. What does exam mean, Laura?
就是检验 in our article, but it can also mean a test.
Yeah.
它也可以是考试的意思。因为我们只有4个 word power， 大家应该看出来，这个第2个就是 sign，
That's right.
就是在文件上签名的意思。
How do we spell sign, Laura?
S-I, remember there's a G, it's silent. S-I-G-N.
Yes, it's a very strange word to
Yeah,
spell.
you don't say sign.
Yeah, sign. Sign. To sign something means to use a pen to write your
Right.
name on an official document. Well, there are more words for you guys to play with and practice your spelling, but that's all we have for today. We will be back tomorrow
Yay.
for more information about how to adopt a pet. I'm Reese.
And I'm Laura.
And we'll see you then.
Bye.
How to adopt a pet. Warm-up question. Which kind of pet would you like to have? Why?
It's great to have a cat or dog at home. Let's look at some ways to adopt a pet. Public animal shelters. The National Animal Shelter Management System website has information about animal shelters around Taiwan. You need to be at least 20 years old to adopt a pet from your local shelter. First, you'll meet the animals and choose one. The animal will then get a health exam. The shelter will check your ID and you'll sign some papers. You'll need to get a rabies vaccine and microchip for your new pet. This might be free or cost less than 500 NT dollars. It depends on the shelter. Last, you can take your new pet home.
Word power.
Choose. Choose. Choose, chose, chosen. In the morning, I wake up and choose some clothes to wear. In the morning, I wake up and choose some clothes to wear. Exam. Exam. George went to the doctor for an exam. The doctor says he is very healthy. George went to the doctor for an exam. The doctor says he is very healthy. Sign. Sign. Can you sign here, please? I need you to show that you agree with this. Can you sign here, please? I need you to show that you agree with this. Depend on. Depend on. Maybe I will go to the beach today. It depends on the weather. Maybe I will go to the beach today. It depends on the weather.
认识字汇
Adopt. Adopt. Shelter. Shelter. Website. Website. Rabies vaccine. Rabies vaccine. Microchip. Microchip.